hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, what is going on, Entertainment? So time come tell with another video. We talking Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, we almost nearing the finale, you guys, and it's sad because this season was such a great season. Which, by the way, why did they drop the reunion sneak peek without dropping the reunion looks first? It really bothers me how they be doing the Atlanta girls. Like, can we not do that? All the other franchises, we get like an exclusive drop of what the girls were wearing. They tease it, they make it this big thing, and y'all just drop a sneak peek of the reunion. They all sitting there like plopped up. What's up with that? Like, I'm not really jiving that. Can y'all not do that? Was I the only one that peeped that? For y'all in the comments, please let me know, because I thought that was very strange. I feel like whoever posted that, they weren't supposed to post it that day. Mind you, the finale's next week. So you feel me? We're not even really at the reunion yet. So Shamia ends up meeting, I think it was like her business partner, and they start talking about her bum rum deal. Which, by the way, why I had to show that confessional of her talking about the whole bum rum thing. Shamia is so corny. It's like a key. She's like, bum rum. Shamia is Big Lex with the corniness, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so corny. It's so funny. It is hilarious. So she says that the reason why she wants to do this, of course, is she wants to be that entrepreneur that is, financially independent. Now, the investors that she had met with over that Zoom, it does not like they're into an agreement as of that morning of that meeting that they did have. Her idea of this bum rum, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Like, a lot of people don't know, a lot of entrepreneurs get rich off of things like Shamia is doing because the money never stops. Basically, you're continuously putting out product on these shelves that hopefully if it sells, you'll be able to make profit continuously. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I just feel like she needs to maybe take her time a little bit more and figure out a better business plan, especially if those investors are not, really down with it, and are not willing to come to that agreement with it. And she didn't even want to tell Gerald because she felt like he was gonna be like, I told you so. But sometimes you need to listen to that man. Y'all, the other day, right, I went out and I had met like a group of Africans. It was at a club, and it was a gay club or whatever. And it was a group of Africans. They had came down for somebody's birthday. And one of them a couple of them came up to me. Like, a few of them were trying to talk to me all at once. And I'm like, hey now, no shade. Like, you feel me? It's only one of me. So one of them was like, oh, you are beautiful. He was like, you are beautiful. He just kept saying that. And then he started talking to me or whatever. And he was like, I live in Chicago and stuff. So I'm like, what do you do for work? I did say that though, no shade. I had to ask. I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So he was like, oh, he's an executive of Amazon. So I'm like, oh, all right. And then he was like, I want to fly you out to Chicago. He was like, I want to really get to know you personally. He was like, it's not just, I don't want to just have sex. I want to really get to know you personally. Okay. You come to Chicago and I give you my last name. I said, oh. I'm like, girl, I didn't know Africans was so like quick to marry like that. I'm like, girl, you don't even know me like that. Like, you're a whole murderer. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, it gagged me because like they're very like upfront. Like, they're very upfront. So that's my African story. I get it now, Porsha. So K Michelle takes her husband. Okay, don't forget the husband. Okay, let's talk about the husband. She brings her husband with Angela to go and do yoga. Baby, come over. Let me see you do that yoga. Flex. Okay. And they begin to start talking about everything dealing with Drew at one point. When they did the yoga, that type of yoga, I don't know if I would do something like that. Like, I just feel like it's a little awkward unless you know that person deeply to the point of marriage and y'all really locked in. To me, it's a little ridiculous, but whatever. So they begin to talk about Shamia. The way that K Michelle switched up on Shamia, I don't care what nobody say. That's just flawed. She talks about how Shamia, since coming on the trip, since leaving the trip, has not been in contact with her. I wonder why. I wouldn't be in contact with you either, bitch. You switched up on me publicly. Not only that, you could have pulled me to the side. You did it publicly. That's weird. Okay. Like for you to have did that at that dinner table and then bring that up, I feel like to me was a little like messed up. Even if, let's say, if she did bring her to the side and say it, but for you to say it in front of the other girls, I would be looking at you sideways too, because it's like, are you trying to get approval of the other girls? Is that why you're doing what you did? That's just how I feel about it. So, and now her and Shamia are not even cool. And K Michelle don't know that she's kind of helping Shamia come back, and that's only if Shamia wants to come back next season, because she does have a lot of storylines ongoing with the girls. Now, a lot of people feel like, oh, she's not friends with a lot of the girls, but I feel like it just depends on the girls that they do bring back. Even though she's not friends with a lot of them, I do think though that she still has a chance to be able to come back, because it's a lot of story with her. And I hope she does come back, to be honest, but not in a full-time role. I think Shamia's better as a friend. I think that's where she thrives, and that's where, to me, we could actually see her have fun and not put so much pressure on her reading and being serious and all those stuff. Like, that's where it is. Now, they get to this whole George thing later on in the episode. Am I the only one that finds this whole thing retarded? Who cares? Angela, I love Angela, but like, please don't ever do something like that again. Like, don't bring no strangers to the show, adding their 2 cents, all this hoopla. Don't nobody got time for that. Like, we don't know y'all. Go somewhere. Like, oh, it's just so, that was so irritating to me. Porsha does a photo shoot with her daughter, which the daughter's so cute, and both of them are wearing red or whatever. Shout out to Eric Robinson. I follow him on Instagram, so seeing him, I'm like, hey, I love when creatives get like a highlight on reality shows, because it's like, bitch, we bust our ass. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to him. And then we end up seeing y'all Porsha sit down with her sister. Why did Shamia? Now, Shamia, I'm gonna have to hit you with the why would you do that? I don't even do that on this channel like that no more. But like, girl, why the would you do that?
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
The way I would have reacted if I was Porsha and Shamia sends me a text talking about, oh, can you create a butt mold for me? Girl, I would have told you, how about you eat my ass with a spoon? Like, girl, are you crazy? Like, I couldn't believe she did that. Shamia is next level kind of crazy for doing something like that, because that is insane. Why would you do that? I just couldn't believe this lady did that. I'm like, bro, like, this is what I be talking about with Shamia. It's like she stands on business, but then she doesn't stand 10 toes. She stand like 2 toes. Shamia don't stand 10 toes. She stands 2 toes. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? She tippy toe. She don't stand on it. Cause you gonna say that about her mama, and then you gonna invite her to a party as if you didn't just call her mama, her mom, a hook ass whore. Man, Shamia, you are dead wrong for that. I don't care what nobody say. Wouldn't have been me. Okay. So of course, Porsha, she didn't even cuss her out to the fullest extent, but sort of let her know, like, kick grass, girl, like kick rocks. I don't mess with you after you said that about my mama, even though I do believe Shamia. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be doing that and inviting people to a party. Like, they cool. Like, that's kind of crazy. And then Porsha is having a hard time deciding whether she wants to stay with Mike or Sway. We all know she ends up going with Sway because she don't have another child. Sway should not Sway, but Mike should have knew better. What did you think was going to happen with you wanting a child, dealing with somebody like Porsha? Porsha has a child already. She's been through the ringer when it comes to marriage. Porsha want to chill for the rest of her life now. And I don't blame her. I don't think Porsha is wrong at all for not wanting another child, just because the man she's dating wants to. Because I feel like I've seen it so many times where women literally put themselves in position of having so many kids, having so many children, just because a man wants their children, wants children. Next thing you know, they end up leaving the woman, and you have all these kids, and then not a nigga to really be there with you emotionally while you take care of them kids, and they just maybe playing child support, maybe. No, Porsha did the right thing. I don't give a. Okay, welcome to the club, girl. LGBT baby. Yeah, babes. Okay, like literally, she did the right thing. Okay, one thing about it, that Porsha, when it comes to like major life decisions, sometimes she does the right moves when it comes to certain things. Like one of them, not getting pregnant by Simon, because that would have ruined her entire life. Because he would have made her life a living HE doubles hockey sticks. Okay. I can't say it on here. Yeah, like he would have tortured the heck out of her. So hey, at least she was smart enough not to do that. Now they show like a compilation of the girls like doing a whole bunch of stuff. We see Pinky in the studio. She making her daughter do like a birthday song. Child, why they show Jazzy Faye? Y'all know I love Jazzy Faye. I said this on the other channel. Okay, everything she do is like me, trying to imitate me, trying to walk like me, trying to talk like me, trying to get all the girls in the club like me. Everything she do is like me, trying to imitate me. Okay, I love Jazzy Faye. All right, Jazzy Faye is a good ass producer, and I really feel like, in my opinion, he's not talked about enough. Like when we talk about great producers, Jazzy is in the conversation. Straight up, he's like he make the type of music to me that he's produced. They never sound similar. Like all his songs are different. Like he just know what the hell he doing. Okay, so the daughter in there singing, she like, it's my birthday, it's my birthday, it's my birthday. Okay, we see Angela doing like a shoot, I guess for her fan. She asking for Charles for half of the money and all that. I love that this season they didn't try to make a spectacle of their marriage, because I feel like her first season they were trying to make them look like they're like in a troubled marriage, and I don't like that. We already have enough black families broken apart, child. So thank God this season they didn't do too much on their marriage, because I really do think he loves her. I just think he's an old school type of dude, so he don't act the same as the dudes that we now see on the internet. Well, okay. And then we end up seeing Shamia and K Michelle sit together. Child, Shamia is over K Michelle. It was written all on her face, straight up. She is over K Michelle. Okay, she does not care what K Michelle has to say, what K Michelle thinks at all, whatsoever. And I don't blame her, because it's like, girl, you switched up on me for ops. So what we got really to talk about? Here comes K Michelle. Why did you have to go that low about her mama? Now, K Michelle, I know you ain't talking. Miss Low herself, please. I love K Michelle, but not too much. The fact that people are making it seem as if what Shamia did, which it was very low, it was very underhanded, it was trifling. But y'all not talking about the fact that Porsha did the same thing first. Why is that not being talked about? It's like people are looking over that fact. All Shamia did was clap back and reveal the actual truth, or what she says is her truth. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, why is she such a villain in that? But then Porsha gets a pass because it's Princess Porsha. I'm confused. I don't get that. Can somebody please explain it? You get what I'm saying? I feel like what Shamia did that was wrong, though. You held on too long. I would have dropped that tea at the reunion. I wouldn't have waited. When she said, oh, let's not go there, Andy. No, you should have said that right then and there. Because you don't know why? It would have set the precedent for the season that you're not playing with Porsha and you're not playing with these girls. They might have looked at you a little bit differently, but oh well, they're looking at you differently now. So who really gives a crap? The fact that she waited and said it such later on after her and Porsha barely interacted, that's what's having the whole cast in shock. I saw Cynthia did a podcast and said that was one of the lowest things she's seen on the show. It made her feel uncomfortable and all that. Please, you mean to tell me you was in the same room when Brandon was getting beat to a bloody pulp, when he was dressed in the satin, and you know Candy was over there yelling at you, talking about and your sister, and said, you better don't hold me, you better move. And you mean to tell me that was the most uncomfortable thing? Cynthia, get out of my face. I'm really sick of her. Like, I like Cynthia, but lately I peep little stuff about her that I'm just like, you just got to be like, because please, I get that was maybe uncomfortable for you to be in the room, but please let's not act like y'all haven't went low before. Y'all have went to the gutter. to the pits. They really doing a lot on Shamia, and I kind of feel bad for her. Now, I will say what I agree with K. Michelle, what she said. She said she doesn't want Shamia's breakup with Porsha in a friendship become her whole personality. And I agree with that. I feel like anytime we talk about Shamia, it's always something dealing with Porsha. It's not just Shamia by herself. What Shamia has going on. It's always like Shamia, da, 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 but Porsha, Shamia, da, 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 but Porsha, Shamia, da, 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 Porsha. Like, I know that must be so exhausting for her to have to deal with. Now, Shamia's throwing a Halloween party, and Shy K. Michelle says she celebrate. She's a Christian woman. She's a Baptist woman. She don't celebrate that. When I was younger, we didn't celebrate Halloween either. Um, I grew up with a Christian background. I still consider myself a Christian. No shade. Regardless of sexuality, I still believe you can still have a relationship with God. So we used to have Angel Night. I know this like the back of my hand. Every Halloween, we used to have Angel Night. So what Angel Night is basically a church. Each church basically has a Halloween event, but a Christian version. They don't go trick or treating. They play games. They give out candy. We eat pizza, food, all that. It used to be fun. I loved it. No shade. I was not jealous of the girls going trick or treating because I knew I was gonna go home with a big bag of candy, listen to some church music, eat some good food. It was no danger. I didn't have to be potentially kidnapped. All of the things. I loved it. You get what I'm saying? I loved it. So Portia does one of my biggest dreams. I literally have it written up on like a vision board in my room. Is paying off my mom's and dad's house. Well, she bought her mom and dad a house. So that's like bigger, but that made me so happy, and Loki made me tear up because it's like a lot of people want to accomplish something like that and really achieve something like that because that's what we all work hard for, especially if you have a good relationship with your parents. And with me, especially, like I was not born here. There's something going on right now where it's something called TPS. I'm not under TPS, I'm a citizen, right? But I have a friend literally who he came to America. His mom is low-key a POS and wasn't able to like legally get his paperwork together. He treated her like she treated him like ish and all that. And it's like that's why I'm so grateful for my parents because without them, I would not be where I'm at now. And then secondly, like I would not be where I am now. So that's literally what one of my dreams is to pay off their house. I've been wanting to achieve that. My goal is to do it by the end of the year, but that's something I want to do so bad. So it's just like people don't understand. Like that's why that scene made me so happy because I'm like Porsha. Like when I win, I'm not the only one winning. People don't realize that. Like other people gonna win before I do when I win. Y'all get what I'm saying? So shout out to Porsha. That's a big deal, girl. She bought her mama a house. Oh no, that's right. Yes. Da, 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 da. Okay. Bought her mom a big ass house, especially with after what Shamia said. Like, I don't know. Ooh, that is like literally putting a cherry on top of the sundae. All right. So the house looked amazing. They did the whole surprise thing for her. And she got the movers to be able to move her in immediately. Okay, this is what entrepreneurship. Shout out to Go Naked Hair. Y'all made fun of Go Naked Hair every 2 seconds. Bitch, don't ever. This is my advice to all the entertainers that y'all know. I know y'all mess with me because y'all watch this channel, so y'all know y'all really mess with me. This is why you never listen to what people say about you. Okay, they made fun of her every 2 seconds. Oh, Go Naked Hair, Go Naked Hair, Go Naked Hair, Go Naked Hair. Guess what? That Go Naked Hair bought her mama a company though. I mean, buy her mama a house though. Okay, I may say all these things about Portia, but one thing I'm not a hater. I recognize hard work. Okay, I recognize when the bitch is doing her big one, and she's doing her big one. Okay, so shout out to Portia. So we meet at the party because we get to Shamia Halloween party, and we end up seeing Ashley. Now this is George's wife that Angela, because we gotta really talk about this situation. Angela insinuated that George pays Shamia for her Big Debbie cakes. Meanwhile, Shamia asked Ashley and said, "Did Angela tell you? Did you tell Angela that I tried to deal with George, or like me and George had, sex basically?" So it was a game of telephone. Angela never directly said it, but she insinuated Shamia actually said it while asking her. That was the whole like spectacle all this. I was like, Pinky, like I feel drunk. I don't even care to really define all this. The George dude, he had like a green beard. It was just so irritating to me. Like I don't like when outsiders come to a show. We got enough of that on Baddies. Can we stop doing it on these other shows? They're not on the cast. They're not friends. They're like guests at this point. Okay. But Ashley did say Angela called her and was like, I need some tea on Shamia. Now, Angela, that is very, dirty of you. What you doing that over there for? You get what I'm saying? You spilling tea, you calling around asking for tea, which, by the way, as a housewife, that's not a smart move to do. You don't do things like that because that's how you get caught up. That is why Shamia, doing that is why K. Michelle has a paranoia and she thinks girls are plotting on her. Okay? They get up there and they start doing this whole bum comparison thing. And Drew and Kelly were throwing shots at each other because they bring the mold of the butt out and they try to make the audience and all that guess whose butt it was. One of them was extremely flat. You get what I'm saying? You need to do them squats. One thing, y'all, when I lost this weight, I lost a little bit of my ass. And I'm kind of like, I'm telling y'all too much on here. I'm getting too comfortable. But I'm trying to gain it back. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Next thing you know, it's a surprise. Which, by the way, the whole Shamia thing, I don't think the guy ever tried to sleep with Shamia. I don't think Shamia wants to sleep with him. Because if you had to tell me George or Gerald, I'm picking Shamia husband. Please. Like K. Michelle said, please. Look. Anyway, so it's a surprise. And Drew's person that I guess was asking her for a date brings a horse. It did seem a little coordinated, as if some guy's trying to win over Drew, because how the heck did he get the horse there and like you didn't know anything about it? It just was weird and it was like random. What the heck happened to Black? Am I the only one? Like, where's Black? Isn't Black the one you really supposed to be with? Like, I don't know. Anyways, y'all, next week is the finale. Drew looks like she toppling over, girl. So we're going to see what that's about. Let me know what y'all think down below about this video. And we out, babies.